Hi Priyanka, how are you?
Hello, I'm good. What about you?
Yes, I'm also good. So, how has been your day so far?
Yeah, my day was good. I did a lot of things today, for example, reading, and I had 2, 3 sessions. So, like it was productive for me.
Right now?
Okay, so I know about you a little bit, but I think we should introduce each other because we are connecting here for the very first time. I have seen your videos only.
Okay. Yeah, this is Akanksha. I'm talking from Delhi. I'm a mother of two kids, and my qualification is post-graduation. Moreover, I have YouTube channel where I post English conversation videos and shorts related English.
Okay, just
So,
perfect.
yeah, I would like to know about yourself as well.
Yeah. Okay, so let me introduce myself. My name is Priyanka. I belong to Uttarakhand, but now I live in Gurugram, Haryana. I have done masters and I run a YouTube channel where I'm uploading conversational videos. My channel name is Speak with Priyanka Kataria, and I love talking to people in this language. I love reading books, or I love spending time with nature too. So these all are my hobbies. That is about me. Yeah.
Okay, I have also seen your video sometime, not that much, but yeah, couple of months ago I saw your video.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I think you take such session also for spoken English.
No, I don't take any session. I started teaching some student.
Okay, online.
Yes.
Okay, so you are a student.
Sorry, I didn't get you.
I'm asking, are you a student?
No, no, I started providing session to some beginner, some learner who want to learn this language. So I started providing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so how do you practice your English? It means as a learner, how do you practice your English? Yeah, I know you are a tutor and you teach student, you provide classes, but somewhere we have to practice somewhere. So how do you practice your English?
Okay, okay. So yes, we consider ourselves as a learner. Like it's a long journey. So I consider myself as an intermediate speaker. I am I aspiring to become an advanced speaker. So for that, I read books every day. It is one of my hobbies. So I read book every day, and I consume a lot of content which is from native speakers only. I stopped listening to these type of conversation or Indian speakers because somewhere I feel now it's time to level up my English. So I started listening to some native speaker. I consume a lot of content on Amazon. I watch some English movies. Nowadays I'm watching Friends series, so it is also in English, and that is also big. There is a conversational English, so I started consuming that also. Apart from this, these type of conversation is also helpful for me. Sometimes I connect with the tutors, sometimes with the beginners, sometimes with the like who are just started their English learning journey. So this is how I learn. I learn every day. I do practice every day. Mm.
Okay, then when you started your English journey, so in beginning time, which kind of problem, which kind of it means which kind of problem have you faced since your beginning time? Any kind of problem have you faced?
Yes, as we all know, we are from Hindi background. Like we usually speak in our mother tongue. Our mother tongue is Hindi. So yes, somewhere that was a problem. English is like whenever I start speaking, so there is some, I used to think in Hindi, then used to translate in English. So that was a long process, but because of practice, consistent practice. I start thinking in English only. I don't have to think first in Hindi, then English. No, there is that problem is not there now. And initially, yes, there was a fear of making mistakes. I used to fear, like, if I will make mistakes, so I people will laugh at me because I was a YouTuber, so I started uploading sessions. So somewhere that fear also there, but because of time and because of consistent practice, there is no fear. Any kind of fear, there is no fear.
Okay, in this time you feel confidence and
Hmm.
you feel comfortable while talking. There's no problem. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and
Once we start talking, na, once we practice every day and gradually we feel okay, I'm comfortable with this language and there's no fear. And later we can think like this. We feel such kind of confidence and we have less fear inside.
mm,
Without practicing, it is not possible in beginning time.
yeah. So how about you? When did you start learning this language?
Yeah, it's been a long time when I started my channel. That moment I did not practice properly, but only sharing my knowledge, whatever I had knowledge about English grammar, that I started sharing with my knowledge on my channel. That is things I used to do only. But I did not focus about my speaking that moment. But later I realized I should speak English, I should improve my communication skills. That's why I started talking with the people and I started making long videos like conversation video. That's how I came across with so many people and YouTubers, co-learners, learners, and that's how I started gradually, started improving day by day, and my confidence level also increased. And
Mm,
whatever I had problem like lack of confidence and fumbling, these are things automatically removed. And in this time, I also feel confidence and comfortable while talking. There is no problem. But yeah, sometimes being a learner, we need to improve day by day, every day. That's why being a learner, I always try to learn something new. That's why I try to talk with the advanced level speaker who knows better than me. That's why I always try to talk with them. And
right.
that's why I feel I should learn more and more. I
Mm,
don't feel satisfaction with my language. I always try to learn some new things where
mm,
I can improve my English. I don't feel satisfaction. Yeah, I know very well grammar, basic things I have already covered, no problem. But when it comes to speaking, that moment I feel okay, I need lot of improvement because listening is the practice where we can listen more English content. That moment we feel okay, we have lot of improvement, we need lot of improvement because there is so many English person who talk advanced level English. That moment we feel our level, okay, our level is not that much good, I need lot of improvement. That's how I motivate after listening to people. That's how I try to listen more English content so I can think about myself, what is my level, right? Otherwise, if you speak and think only about intermediate level and only listen very simple conversation, that moment you cannot feel about your level. Okay, what is your level? Because you think, okay, this is my level, and people always speak like me. So there is a no concern. You should listen more advanced level speaker than you can consider about self. I'm very beginner, I'm very intermediate level, I should improve more. That's how I always considered myself, I need lot of improvement.
that is true. We should try to learn more and more, then only we will grab new things every day. And one more thing I would like to add here, like now I feel we are at that level. We are not beginner now. So for beginner, these type of conversations are very helpful because they need to construct their ideas in a simple way. So if they are watching our video and they think they both are not watching these type of conversations, why we? why I have to watch? I should also watch some native speaker, but initially it is not gonna work because their accent, their level of English is totally different. So first they should develop some basic things, like they should start these type of conversations.
Hmm.
If they feel yes, now they are able to understand 60 to 70% English, then they can go for watching native speakers. But initially uh, they should start listening to these type of conversation, because we are using very simple English, and we are using some advanced vocabulary also. So they will grab something from here, and then they can switch to native speakers too.
Of course. Yeah, in beginning time, I wanted to listen more advanced level speaker, but that moment I wasn't able to catch them properly. That moment I wasn't able to understand them. That's how I decided, no, I have to listen first, very intermediate level speaker, where
Hmm.
we can understand proper sentence, what is their sentence and what they want to convince their message. Gradually, if you start listening very it means simple conversation, if you start listening, then you should try to listen more advanced level. Otherwise, in beginning time, if you start with the advanced level conversation, that moment it is very difficult to understand, and that moment, and very soon you feel demotivate and you feel bored. That's
Yeah.
why. And I have seen there is so many learners, they give up very easily just by listening advanced level people. That moment they don't understand what they are talking, and that moment they don't want to listen more again. That's why we should try to listen very simple conversation first, there where we can understand proper sentence and proper conversation. That's how we can gradually improve, and our listening skills also start improving, right?
Yes, couldn't agree more. Yeah.
Apart from teaching, as you mentioned, you teach students. So apart from your teaching, if I think about your English, like practice English, so sometimes being a beginner, being a learner, sometimes we feel demotivate. Sometimes we don't feel like talk in English. Sometimes we don't want to think in English. Sometimes we feel procrastinate. And that moment, do you feel the same thing? And if you think, if you feel, then how do you come out from this kind of
Yeah.
problem?
Very nice question, actually. It is very close to my heart. It is all about our mindset. I already feed it in my mind. It is my hobby. I love this language. I love speaking in this language. So I never feel bored. Never. Like it never happened to me. I feel bored. Whenever I so for example, I am having session with any tutor. So that time I feel nervous because they are confident and they are going to catch my mistake. But I always think, let's give it a try. If I will make mistake, then that tutor will correct me. But like if they find a lot of mistakes, so somewhere I feel demotivated. But after 1 or 2 minute thinking, I say myself, yes, I have to do it. I have to work upon my mistakes in upcoming session or in next session with that tutor. I'm not gonna make these mistakes. So I write down those mistakes and I start working towards this mistake. I'm not perfect, but I try to be update, or I try to update my level of English. So if I made this language my hobby, so how can I bore? I made it easy and I made it my hobby. So I don't feel demotivated.
Yeah, same thing. Same thing I would say about me. I also don't feel get bored with this language because I always feel very motivated with this language. Once I learn this language every day and once I listen this language every day, then I feel very motivated. No, I have to do something new. I have to learn something new. Each
Mm,
and every minute I can learn something new if I want to, if I have interest in this language.
mm.
Otherwise, if you don't have interest and just you are putting your effort, then there is a no make sense. to learn this language. You need to first, you should have interest, then you can learn this language easily, right?
Yeah, and it's all about our mind. If we manipulate our mind in a right direction, so that my mind will start working towards that. If we start thinking, no, this is not a my cup of tea, I'm not enjoying it, so we started feeling bored. But if we push our mind, no, it's your duty, it's your task to think in English, and I'm also enjoying. So why you are not? So we have to give direction like this. Our mind is a monkey mind. We have to control it to give direction. So I always do that. Yeah.
And And some people think about this language, this is the subject. Somehow we have to learn something, I have to read, then I can consume this language. Sometimes I have to read a grammar book, then I can consume this language. So, what is your thinking? If someone is very beginner and that moment they want to start their journey and they want to talk in English fluently, and in beginning time, if they considered how can I start with the grammar? No, I don't want to learn grammar at all. So
Mhm.
it is possible to learn this language without grammar in beginning time, especially if he's beginner. And it is sometimes we feel sometimes most of the learner think, okay, no, I don't have to learn any kind of things. Only I have to speak
Mhm.
without learning grammar, right?
Yes.
Sometimes most of the after studying, after finishing studying, that moment people don't want to again start their grammar and all. Just only they want to talk fluently. So how it is possible without learning basic things? So some people very give up very easily just because of grammar
Mm.
only, right? So what do you think and what do you suggest them? Without grammar they can learn or not?
Okay, so there are two things. One is theoretical grammar and other is spoken English. So if they want to crack any exam like banking exam or any exam where there is a subject which is English, so that time they have to learn English grammar portion too. They because there are some question and they have to answer according to grammar. So that time grammar is really very important. But when it comes to spoken part, so I feel there is grammar is not that much important. This much grammar we all know. Even if that person if a learner has completed their 10th or 12th, so basic grammar they all know. But if they want to work upon grammar little bit, so then they can start from tenses. Don't learn all the tenses, but learn little bit present tense, present simple, present simple, or past simple tense, and future simple tense. Then they can speak um, in if there is any chance to speak in future, so they can start speaking in future tense. Like they should know how they can speak in terms of future tense if they have to say something about their daily task. So how they can explain their past things. So this much English they should know, and they can start speaking. And when they start speaking, so slowly and gradually they will learn tenses, modal verbs. If they feel they can learn simultaneously. But for those learners who are not able to speak, they are very much confused in grammar, so they can start from speaking. I always say start from speaking, consume small content like some story kind of things, or these type of conversation they can listen to, and they can start speaking just simple basic sentences. And if they feel after some time, then they can learn grammar. Like now I feel, yes, I have to work upon little bit grammar also. I have done all the tenses, modal verbs, prepositions. So many times I have teach some students, but I feel now I have to work upon get advanced grammar too. So now I started working upon little bit. So I am comfortable with this language now. I am able to speak in this language. So now I can learn. And now I am not going to be confused because basic grammar I know. Now I have to just level up my grammar. So this is how they can learn. I can say like they should start from top to down approach. They should start from speaking, and through speaking they can learn grammar also. So this is my,
Hmm.
and this is how I learned. I haven't learned any grammar initially, but slowly I learned some grammar from listening, some grammar from speaking, and some from book also.
Yeah, everyone has to start with the broken English, right? Because
Hmm.
despite having good knowledge about grammar, however, you have to start with the broken English. This is the things we have to face always.
Hmm.
If you want to speak English, then most of the people start with the broken English. Nobody can say that I have started with the perfect English. No. Any kind of language, if you want to learn, then you should try to start with the broken, right? And
Yeah,
this is the happen with everyone. No
and
matter you have a good knowledge about grammar, however, you have to stick with the broken English in starting time, right? So
correct,
that's why we should not worry about our English and grammar because we have to start with the broken English. This is the reality that we
correct.
have to accept.
And even if when it comes to speak in Hindi, like our mother tongue, any vernacular language, so that time also, like we started from listening. First we listened to our parents, then we started speaking broken language. Then slowly and gradually we learned, and still we make a lot of mistakes in Hindi too. We don't know how to speak proper Hindi, so why we are like very much conscious about grammar mistakes and all? So why, like
Mhm.
we should start speaking broken English. Some like after some time or after 1 or 2 years, you will become master over it. So
Of
we
course, of
don't know
course.
why we people always focus upon perfection in English. Even we are not perfect in our mother tongue.
Yeah, yeah, 100% I agree with you.
Yes.
Okay, Priyanka, nice to talk with you, and thank you so much being on my channel. And next time, I hope I will connect with you once again. Thank you. Thank you
Thank
so much. Bye bye.
you. Here, it was lovely talking to you. Okay.
Thank you. Bye. Bye.